All right, this is going to be more of an advanced process for anyone learning to play a fugue. Um, if you've never learned how to play a fugue, I'm going to give you some simple steps you can follow to learn how to play any fugue. Um, the first step is you have to put fingering in the score. So if you were at a high enough level and could do this yourself, do that. But if you're not, if you've never learned to play a fugue before, I would get your teacher to do it. Or if you didn't have a teacher, you can go on IMSLP, and I'll link below, and I'll show what it looks like. There's an edition by Carl Cherney that has all the fingering in it, and so I would go through that score and change any fingering that you needed to suit your hand. But if you were at more novice level, I would stick to the fingering as closely as possible. The next step is that you learn each voice separately using the fingering in the score, right? So you would learn each voice by itself with the fingering in the score, and I would sing each voice. So I'd play the voice very slowly. I'd play it forte first, and sing it, and then I would play it again with the dynamics, and I would do this for each voice until each voice was mastered by itself. I would not move on to the next step until you've done this, right? Once you've done this, you can start putting voices together in combination. So if your fugue has 3 voices, that's 3 combinations. So you have soprano alto, soprano bass, and alto bass, and I would play each combination first. Forte, so each voice is loud, and once it was mastered, I would play one voice loud and the other voice soft, and then switch them, and I would do that for each voice, and I wouldn't move on from this step until this part was mastered. So go ahead and spend a few days doing this if you've never done it before. This will take a good bit of time. But once it's mastered and each voice you can play in combination, I would then put all the voices together, and the way you do this is you would first play everything forte. Then I would take one voice at a time and play that voice forte and the other 2 voices piano. And I do this for each voice. And only once I've done that and that was mastered would I go through and put the dynamics in and play it as written. But yeah, that's the step. That's the simple process that you can follow. It's simple, but it's not easy. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of dedicated focus, a lot of intention. But you can use this process to learn any fugue, and it's from this point, it would just be a matter of going to your piano lesson and refining the piece until it was performance ready. But that's the process. Just follow this process, and you can learn any fugue. If you like these tips, these advanced tips, subscribe for more.